All right, guys, welcome back to another video. And today I'm really excited to talk about something of a game that I really like. This accessory that we have here, and this is from SolidSlime. This is their version 3 of the Oculus Quest 3 specific controller. They do also make one for the Meta Quest 2 as well. Of course, it also works with the 3S since it's the same as the third controller here. And basically what this is, if you guys haven't figured it out, is this is an accessory to play 11 table tennis on your Oculus Quest 3. So you guys know I'm a huge fan of 11 table tennis. It's the game that started it all back in VR for me in the very beginning on the Quest. I love the game. It made me get rid of my real ping pong table. But that immersion was not fully there because I was always playing with a controller on the Quest 3. Well, now I finally have something that should be taking that to the next level. I'll be looking at this SolidSlime version 3 controller, and we're going to be looking at, how it plays. I'll show you guys some gameplay and how easy it is to install. That's the key to this thing, is how easy it is to get your controller in and out of this thing that we're going to be talking about in this video. So let's go ahead and get into the video.
Gaming tech, eating brekkie is the gaming tech. Going for a brekkie is the gaming tech. Gaming tech is the gaming tech. Gaming techie.
All right, guys, so the first thing I want to talk about is, you guys know I use the Oculus Quest 3 official stand, which comes with those rechargeable batteries that kind of look just like this. As you guys are looking at, they're a little bit like bigger than the, it kind of goes over the side a little bit. These, unfortunately, are not compatible when you use this because it's thicker than what it's expecting with these rechargeable take So we're going to have to take, I took that out and put a regular battery in here. If you're using regular batteries, then obviously you're fine. But if you're not, then you're going to have to take the rechargeable battery out if it's the official one, because of the thickness of it, because it's not going to sit in here correctly. But other than that, this is how easy it is to use this thing. You literally, it came just like this, as you guys can tell. There's this little thing on the top that you kind of just unscrew in 2 seconds. There you go. You take your controller, as you can see here. You unsnap the battery compartment. So this is off. Now, if you had the string on here, you can use that. I don't have it because I was using this thing here. But obviously, I can't use this with this thing in the way. But if you had the string, you can. You can leave the battery compartment off, as you can see here. That's how it's used. And then you basically just take this into here, and you just snap it in. You push it a little bit. There you go. As you can see, it snaps right in. You take the little piece that was there before, and you hold this together. You just snap it right back on. Twist it a little bit until it gets to the end, and boom, you are now ready to go as far as putting it into your controller. Of course, you have to change a setting into the game that I'm about to show you in a second on what setting you need to change, but it is that simple to get this controller on there. And no, the battery does not fall out. That was one thing I was concerned about, is that because they don't want you to use the compartment because it hits the sides here, so you can't use the battery compartment with it. It has to be taken off. I was like, does that mean the battery is going to fall off? But I was shaking this thing all over the place like you see me doing now, moving it up and down and stuff like that. It does not take the battery out of this thing at all. It works extremely well, and you guys will see that throughout the gameplay here. But let me show you guys in game now how to change the setting to get this to work. But it is that simple to get this thing plugged in, which is what really sets it apart. Because if I want to use this and I want to get in the Quest 3, I want something that I can take in and out really easily. Otherwise, if it's going to be a hassle to set up, you're never going to want to reach for it. But you can see how simple it actually was. All right, guys, here we are with 11 table tennis, as you guys are looking at. And we are going to first show you how to get this to work. As you can see, it is not in the proper position here. So we're going to go ahead and go into settings on here and go into position here. And after clicking on paddle on the left, we're going to go to position. You can see the default one. We're going to go ahead and edit this one. And we're going to hit new paddle position. We're going to change the generic controller. And you can see this is the version of the one that we have, SolidSlime Quest 3. So that's what we're going to switch to. And now you can see the paddle is in perfect position now as I hold it correctly, which is awesome. So we got that already set up, but I do need to grab the controller again to go backwards here. So we're going to go ahead and go back now that we have that set up. So that looks good. We're going to hit save. Go backwards. You can see our new position now has the picture of our paddle there. And now we should be good to go. So we're going to go ahead and go back. We're going to go ahead and go online, and we're going to try this paddle out against an online opponent. Alright, so we're going to test this paddle out and see how it goes with this paddle. Let's see how we do with our first match. Feels good so far. Everyone always talks about it. They're like, why would you want to use one of these? It's not like you see it in real life. Why would it matter if you have a paddle in your hand? But what people always forget is it's not about what you see, it's how it feels. Right now, it feels like I'm actually holding a ping pong paddle, which is what the difference is, especially because it's one-to-one movement in the game, which makes it feel like you're actually holding it, because it feels like I'm holding it by looking at it in VR and also feeling it in the real world. And it makes a much better difference than, just using your hands or an Oculus controller that you would be using otherwise. And it's for that reason. So it has nothing to do with the fact that, hey, that I can see it. It's all about the fact that it's not about seeing, it's about feeling. And it feels really good, and you guys can see it. It has a nice weight to it, which is really awesome. It works exactly like, the Oculus controller did, but just now with this adapter on it. And even better that it comes off and on so easily. The only unfortunate thing is that battery thing that I use a rechargeable battery, so I have to take them off, which is the only unfortunate thing. But that's like a 2-second thing. And if you're not using them, then you won't even run into that issue if you're just using regular batteries. Because the regular batteries, as we know, last forever on here. But I'm going to be using this every time I play 11 table tennis on the Quest, that's for sure. This is so much better than using the Quest controller. And, this isn't the first company who's done this before or anything, but I've tried ones before back in the day, but they always took a little bit longer to turn on than I wanted it to, or to set up. You had to do something to get the controller in there. This literally takes 5 seconds, like I showed you guys, where you just take off the top and that's it. So it just makes it much better to play, because it's not easy to turn on. I mean, it's not hard to assemble, because it's so quick that it's not a big deal to grab it off my wall real quick and be like, all right, I'm gonna play it for 2 or 3 rounds and then take it right back off. It's so simple and so easy with that screw thing on the top, and then you're done. So it makes it much more convenient. And as you can see, I'm doing really well with it. It's just like the Oculus controller, but just as I say that, I do that. It is literally mapped so perfectly just by changing that one setting. It works really well. Ooh, tried to smack it. That was terrible. Got him. No. No, I had that corner too. Oh my god. About to lose this. Oh, just got that. Just got it. Fuck. Alright. Tie back up. Oh my god, missing the table. Got him, come on. We gotta finish this. Oh my god, hit that corner. Woo! Come on. We got this. Hey, there it is. We got the lead, one more. Hey, good game, man, good game. Yeah, guys, so that is as well as this thing can work. This thing is awesome. I will never play without this again, like I talked about. It is so easy to take off. Look, I'm sitting here in VR. Let's say I'm done with 11 table tennis. I'm like, all right, I want my controller back. All I got to do, and I don't even need to take the VR off, is just unsnap this little top part like I told you guys. Look, it comes right off. Boom. I can go ahead and take the controller out. It's done. I can go ahead and hook this back on there to not lose or anything. It just snaps right on there. I can go ahead and put this down, and that's it. Well, I got to put the battery compartment back in, obviously. That is sitting over here, which would be the hardest part to do while you're in a headset. But if you don't have a strap like I do, this would be really easy. You just kind of put it in there and snap it together, and you're kind of on your way. I have a little bit more difficulty because I have the straps on it, the Oculus ones, so I have to look underneath my headset to see where it goes in. But if you're just using the regular battery compartment, you just put it right back in and you're done. So yeah, I mean, it's awesome. You can't really say anything else about it. I would recommend it if you're a huge fan of 11 table tennis. That thing is fantastic, and I would recommend you getting it for sure. And you know, you're gonna have a blast with it, in my opinion. And I think it's a must-have. You guys know 11 table tennis is like my #1 game that I've played, you know, the most in VR. And now having one of these that actually works well and feels good in the hands makes this experience so much better. So I'll be playing with this every time I play on the Quest for sure from now on. So awesome stuff. If you guys have any questions about anything you guys have seen in today's video, as always, leave it down below. If not, thank you guys for watching. Until next time.